Hello, and welcome to Positively Ernest, where we explore the timeless wisdom of Dr. Ernest Holmes, founder of the Science of Mind. I'm Gary Takesian, your guide on this path of consciousness renovation, where we examine our old beliefs and replace them with new ways of thinking that help us to create the fulfilling life we desire. Our topic this time is communing with the divine. And we begin with two quotes from Dr. Holmes, where he writes about the importance of setting aside time for a daily spiritual practice. He writes, "Deep within each of us there is a place of calm, of peace and security. It is to this place that daily we go in the silence of our own minds to commune with the Spirit that is both around us and within us." He also wrote, "Spiritual experience comes in the stillness of the soul, when the outer voice is quiet, through conscious communion with the invisible, and through our intuition, which is the voice of Spirit in us." All right, let's dive into this. In these passages, Dr. Holmes teaches that deep within each of us lies a place of peace and serenity, where we connect with the divine presence. In our daily spiritual practice, we turn our attention to our inner world, and in doing so, we usher in a peaceful stillness of the soul. Over time, by regularly taking a spiritual time out, we gradually awaken to the presence of Spirit in our lives. So, how do we adapt this to our daily lives? Well, I would invite you to think of a daily spiritual practice as offering on a smaller scale what a vacation or a retreat does on a larger scale. Now, we value our time away from our work schedules, and we often find after being away, we come back refreshed with a new perspective and ready to resume the responsibilities of life. Spiritual practices offer similar benefits, though on a spiritual level. By setting aside time each day for quiet reflection, we create a space for the voice of Spirit to emerge. Now, this voice has always been with us, but we've usually come to know it in more common terms as our intuition. In our meditative time, we become more in tune with our intuition as we come to hear it more clearly without the busy input of everyday life. We open ourselves to experience profound peace and a deep feeling of belonging that in Science of Mind we know as oneness with all. Now for me, I look forward to my times of meditation, and ironically, it is in my time of meditation that I release my sense of time. I allow my thoughts of all the yesterdays and tomorrows to gently fall away, focusing entirely on the present moment. In the words of New Thought author Eckhart Tolle, it is known as being in the now. And over time, I've actually learned to step back from my thoughts altogether during meditation, seeing them as clouds passing by in the sky of my mind. And as I discussed in a previous episode, I'm clear that I have thoughts and that they don't have me. And just like a vacation or a retreat, I emerge from my meditation time with a clean slate, ready to create the day. I'd love to hear your take on this. Do you have a daily spiritual practice? If not, can you see the benefits to starting one? Share your thoughts with us below. Your insights may be helpful to others on their path of spiritual discovery. And as this episode draws to a close, let's remember the path to communing with the divine begins with calming of the soul. Through a time of daily inner stillness, we awaken to the presence of the divine within. I encourage you to embrace this sacred practice of communing with the divine and journey inward to find peace, guidance, and the feeling of belonging. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Positively Ernest from Vita Spiritual Learning Center. If you found this meaningful, we'd love to hear from you. please leave a comment, question, or suggestion below. And for more information, you can visit our website at vidaslc.org, where you can also make a tax-deductible contribution to support our free programming. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so you can be notified of future programs. And thanks. We'll see you next time as we are Positively Ernest.